The time has come. The end is nigh. It's time to continue playing Ghost of Tsushima. Beat the game. I'm looking forward to it. I was hoping I could do it yesterday, but didn't exactly carve out the time for it in the afternoon or the evening after I got home. That's on me, but I'm definitely looking forward to doing it now. I got the same fit. It's on the loading screen here. I believe it's the same thing as the cover art, and I'm ready to see what the end of the game holds. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. I got a medium-sized glass of water next to me because I was too lazy to grab a longer one, taller one. There we go. And but I did fill it so I can stay aptly hydrated for what I anticipate might be a couple hours of gaming. Yeah. Outside of this, I just got done watching the 20th anniversary re-release in the theaters for Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Had a great time. Love that movie. A big childhood favorite of mine. And, yeah. Went with a friend. And it was good. I mean, the same movie we'd already seen multiple times over, but that's okay. And, you know, I love Hayden Christensen. I love Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman, Ian McDiarmid. Entire cast, excellent, phenomenal. So, Samuel L. Jackson, too. Can't forget him. I, for one, appreciate that George Lucas went for a more play-like approach to the cinematic experience, and my mood has been entirely ruined by remembering that I'm calling for some dapple gray horse and not my beautiful midnight black steed that I once rode. But alas, it will make this revenge. I'm not even getting revenge. Never mind. It's not revenge on the horse or for the horse. I'd have to kill a samurai for that. I'm not above it. Alright, but let's make the journey back manually to meet back with Yuna and the gang, and then we'll go attack the Khan. Maybe Off was right and I should have picked the white horse. This one's got a cool tail though. You can do a little... Oh, nice roll. You. Death to you. These wombo combo attacks are a little bit too much to bear. Alright, fight me with honor, coward. Look, the majority of the horses that were available to pick the second time around were almost all equivalently mid. The only one that I think would have been a bad choice was the diseased, sickly, malnourished horse. The anniversary horse, I just don't love the look of it. Its golden coat. But, yeah, the others, the gray and the white, were both, I think, solid choices. Apparently, the gray one was in the gameplay reveal trailer for the game. I shouldn't have challenged a Mongol on a horse, I should know better. But, yeah, the gray one was named Nobu in the gameplay reveal trailer. Wow, did the other guys just not pay attention? do. I'll save my supplies. The bird will likely reveal my position, but can I assassinate off of the horse? No. All right. Well, I'm not gonna attack him and risk hurting the horse. So, you know what? Time for me just to stand. Hello, my enemies. Okay, that was probably not your brightest idea. Stop lighting the fire, the flowers on fire. Try again. Try again. Yeah, but of course I went with Kaze because it sounds more familiar. Closer to my beloved companion.
You deserve the best.
You look familiar. Okay, but he just absolutely plows through those elk, just like Kage did. Alright, I'm gonna have to go up here. Also, I need to, before I forget, I am doing laundry, so at some point after this next mission, I'll end up taking a break to go put that stuff in the dryer before it's super late. I was that low on heavy arrows? That's insane. You can't make that jump, can you? Is there a way for me to get you down? Oh, yep, there's a little hill over here. Excellent, excellent. You know, one of these days, I'm just gonna whack one for trying to run straight in front of my horse. Just a little yeet out the way. Okay. Is that the frozen lake over there? I don't think it is, but I'll keep proceeding down here anyway. I can tell I'm going north. I just don't remember where exactly the temple is. I suppose I could use the guiding wind and have that reveal it to me. And they have a hostage up ahead. Time for me to go save the day.
Hold still.
It's over.
Sorry, need to quickly pull that back up. It got minimized when I was
Thank you.
Go.
tapping into the game.
Take this.
Alright. Ooh, you got oil. Excellent. 2, even. Even better. Here, I thought the new horse wasn't going to respond to my call. You, however, cannot get across the water. Can you, horse? No. Okay, then I'm gonna have a little bit of swimming to do. So I am gonna clear out this camp on the way north. Wonder if I stay behind this tree, can they see me? They can. Come on. I wish I could do like a jumping attack. Oh, you can. It just doesn't really seem to work that well if you're in ghost stance. Yeah, that's cool. Epic. Alright, let me test out a new tech. See what I can do with these guys up here. Maybe I'll jumping attack the bear. Worry not, bear. Hey, I'm coming here to help you. Third jumping attack's the charm. Bear did not fuck around. Okay, I could go bother with that checkpoint, but I don't really need to, and I don't feel like it. I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep going up the mountain over here. You cannot pass in front of me. You simply do not have the speed or the reactions. I don't know why the horse started slowing down over there, though. Okay, I believe this is towards the west now. Like, I'm pretty much heading straight west. So I'm gonna go up this little path, slightly higher, because it turns to the right. Should take me back to the north. Then I'm gonna deviate and go through the forest over here. If I adventure in this biome for long enough, eventually I'll find Zane's shack from Lego Ninjago. And we'll fight the tree striders. Okay, I'm officially in Jogaku. That's good. I think I remember clearing out this camp, so we're getting closer. Never mind. Kill enemies while concealed by a smoke bomb, huh? Kill an enemy while concealed by a smoke bomb. Should be doable. Okay, how close do you have to be for me to get an aerial assassination? Really? you just go point to point. That's a little bit disappointing. I thought maybe I could catch him with the lamp that's above him, or the fire. I mean, I guess I can, but I didn't want it to be super obvious to the others, so I was hoping I could kind of get behind him and kill the other two, and then when he goes back to the gate, or if I kill the other two on his way to the gate, then I can just light that and burn him. But it is what it is. It's okay. There aren't really that many enemies here. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be that difficult to deal with. As long as he doesn't spot me on my way down here. Okay, so he gets a little far. I think the other one took off and ran. 'Cause he was burning, but he didn't die. Yeah, he ran. All good. The horse really came to their defense there. That was interesting. On the right. I'm gonna get you out of the way. I was trying to gather any iron, but it looks like... Wait a minute, that's interesting. I've noticed that the iron comes in like these little sheets, but steel looks like a bunch of rocks. But isn't steel an alloy? Like a combination of iron and other elements? Shouldn't steel be the one that looks manufactured and the iron look like ore? Okay, there are almost always like artifacts or something of the sort in these camps, so that's what I was kind of thinking of. They might have just chose the wrong models. Yeah, I'm looking to see if there are records or artifacts in here. I could put the traveler's armor on. There it goes. There it is. Mongol helmet. Hey, I've seen one of these. A heavier variant of the basic headgear worn by Mongol warriors. The Mongol helmet is made predominantly from iron and hardened leather, typically fashioned into the shape of a rounded cone. It includes ear flaps and a lamellar neck guard for greater freedom of movement. For added warmth and comfort, fur is used in the lining and trim of the helmet. Alright. Let's see how the map's looking now. It's a good amount better. Okay, I can mark the mission now. I mean, I could have marked it before, but I was in the map. Figured now's a good time for it. Is this actually another camp, or what's the deal with this one? I don't think I've been here either. But it looks empty. And I'm kind of just walking right in, so I guess chill. Alright. There is a commander. Good, good. There we go. I got my little jumping attack. That was clean. I completely forgot that if you do like a sprinting block, it'll just knock him over. Right? Or is it sprinting? Let me look at the techniques. What button is that? I forgot that was a thing. V, yeah. If you dodge while sprinting, you'll bash into somebody. I need to use that more often. Don't worry about me, bear. I'm not gonna do anything. Too late, buddy. You already poked me. There's no running anymore. Aren't you supposed to be the commander? You coward. The bird can live. It is an animal. There's no need for the bird to die.
You're going to be all right.
There's no way I can repay you for this, Lord Sakai.
You don't have to. Just tell me, how did they capture you?
I was traveling the roads, looking for help. But I can't see well at night. Didn't see the Mongols camped along the path until it was too late.
If they're still there, I'll take care of them. Go. You're free.
Another location. That one's even further away than this one. What are you talking about, the crossroads? Man.
took you so long? You had us worried. I thought you'd been caught.
Delivering my message wasn't easy.
Did your uncle read it? Will he help us defeat the Khan?
I hope so. But we can't wait to find out.
Wind's getting stronger.
The storm will be here by morning. Did you secure the siege weapons?
Enough to cause plenty of damage. Also found some deserters from your uncle's army who want to follow the ghost. We're ready.
Tell the others we attack at dawn.
I'll spread the word, but you should check on them. They want to hear from their leader.
Alright, it's time. Time for me to go speak with my allies.
Lord Sakai.
That's not possible, is it?
My wife's...
It's good to have the head of Cedar Temple with us.
I would never claim such an honor for myself.
I know. That's why you deserve it, my friend. Tomorrow we avenge your brother and the warrior monks of your temple.
I just want our home back.
We must not stop falling into the Stay safe, Lord Sakai.
I was trying to grab that leather, but it is what it is. Not a problem. Alright, who else do we have in the area that's an ally? Obviously, Yuna, we just spoke with. Can I actually enter the building over here? I've only ever been around it. No, it doesn't look like I can. And I don't see anything to indicate that there's like an interior. Okay. Maybe further up towards the like square or whatever this would be called. There's gonna be a couple of people. It looks like that might be the case. Yeah.
The Buddha brings the poor and suffering to our steps.
Yes, but for what cause?
I only know we must do whatever we can to assist any while they're here.
Jin,
Masako, I wasn't sure you'd come.
I said I'd be there when you needed me. But I need the Khan dead too. He murdered my husband, and his men slaughtered my sons.
We won't let them escape justice.
I'll help you make sure of it.
Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a long day.
Or a very short one.
Well, that's grim. Alright, we got Ishikawa over here. Good, good.
Sakai,
It's good to have your bow with us, Sensei.
I gave you my word.
You've given me more than that.
Don't get sentimental, Sakai.
As you like, Sensei. I'll let you prepare for tomorrow.
I prepared my whole life. One more day makes no difference.
At least the rain washes the stink away.
And there's Kenji.
We just started gathering this year's harvest when the monk...
Here we are, my lord.
You're in good spirits.
Of course! I've been sipping good spirits all day.
Don't sip too much. You don't want to sleep through tomorrow.
Joking aside, there's no way I would miss tomorrow. I'm here for Taka.
Thank you, Kenji.
Neat relief and
Alright, well, that's all of them. Over to Yuna we go. I'm surprised to see that she's by the swordsmith.
I've been searching for them for so long, and I have nothing to...
We've come a long way since you pulled me off Komoda Beach.
You were so heavy I could barely drag you. Had to strip you half naked just to reach town.
I wouldn't be here without you, you know.
I can't lose you, Jin. After everything we've been through. Everyone we've lost. I can't.
I have to stop the Khan.
No, you don't. We could find a boat, sail somewhere quiet, while your uncle fights his samurai war.
Do you really want that?
No.
If I fall, promise me you'll keep fighting.
You're a real bastard, Jin Sakai. You should get some rest.
Not yet. Let's sit just a little longer.
Here we are.
This is it. We have one chance to take down the Khan before he attacks our mainland. Kenji, what's the status of our siege weapons?
Ready to rain fire on the Mongol fleet.
Good. Yuna will signal your attack. Once the volley begins, the Mongols will charge your position and run right into our ambush.
The explosives are set up. Archers on the rooftops.
We're with you, Sakai.
Thank you. All of you. Go.
Jin, there's no sign of your uncle.
That storm's not waiting. And neither are we. Get ready to fire the signal arrow. Now! Mongols are coming. We'll cut down anyone who gets through.
The black bars were still up. I didn't realize it was gameplay. Okay. Jeez.
This is for my sons!
Watch your back, Masako!
Don't let him get behind us!
Take the fight to them! Forward!
Push them back!
Kill them all!
Oh, got it last second. I was spamming that. More over here. Yeah. I can't do that with her right there. not an actual cutscene. This is an engine.
Mongols
Got
are
it.
regrouping.
We won't give them a chance.
Norio's leading the rest of our forces up the hill.
Then we'll join him and press the attack.
Okay. What's that sound? I thought it was bows, but maybe I'm wrong. That's a lot more warrior monks than I thought we had. Oh, it's also the samurai deserters. Right, right. Okay.
You're all safe.
No, this
This
one's
is where it ends.
not really rendered, but
Today, the Khan dies. Lord Shimura isn't here. We fight alone.
We'll lead an attack on the main gate. Distract the Mongols while you find a way inside.
You'll be overwhelmed.
We came this far. We're not turning back now.
You are all the bravest warriors I've ever known. I hope to see you again.
Leave the battle to us.
What are we waiting for?
No mercy!
you know what I've noticed? Forgot to make a manual save, so I'm gonna do that right now. And hope that I didn't just mess things
For the
up.
Mongols!
Fight! We fight for Lord Sakai!
For the cause!
I might have actually just totally butchered that. Okay, so do I actually have to like rush forward for this? I have to sneak in, right? It said overwhelming forces. Okay, but return to tail area. Yeah, okay, so I guess I'm supposed to just go over here. I should have paid more attention. Ow, yikes. Man. Was not expecting that. Okay, I thought it was to infiltrate, but wait, like, where are all of them? Okay, so I just went the wrong area then. Because it says return to tail area. Or maybe it doesn't. I guess I was supposed to go this way. Whatever. Okay, Gigabrain idea. Here's what we'll do. We're going to pause. Is there any way that I can abandon a mission? Okay, it says there should be a way to leave it. Okay, someone else said you go to pause menu and select exit game. Oh, exit to title screen? Would that do it? Okay, I don't have the option right now. That's okay. I think because I haven't made the decision yet, I can stay as I am. So I'll just thug it out. It's all good.
Need to get to a rooftop. Look over the camp. Figure out how to find the Khan.
Okay. So that rooftop would be ideal. Do I have to get to an even higher one?
Can see the whole camp from there.
Okay, that one. Central Watchtower. Got it. That should be doable. Okay, he's currently kind of looking in my direction. I kind of have to wait for him to turn. Is he not going to? That's slightly concerning, but nothing that I can't do anything about, you know? Come on, let me in the window. I guess not. Windows not allowed. Okay. So I'm just gonna have to sneak around when these guys aren't facing this direction. I believe I understand. You think so? I guess maybe. I was under the impression that I was supposed to stay out of sight here, but I guess you're probably right. They're not really on like a unique rotation or anything. Like, it doesn't seem like it's super scripted like the mission where I had to deliver the message to Lord Chimera, so you might be right. I mean, I have no problem with doing some killing. I do wish the sound of the arrows weren't so overwhelming. Alright, well, I'll do a little killing. Make this a little bit easier on myself. Okay. I mean, it was doable, you know? Might as well. I could probably hit a chain here. And these guys have a Huacha? Can't just have them using that the whole time. Wow, I'm shocked. I really thought that would immediately alert him. You haven't missed too much. I just started the mission, so I'm infiltrating the camp now. I did fumble around a little bit. I thought that I might have missed my opportunity to cheese the choice later that gives me the 2 dies. Sorry, no spoilers. I don't know what it is. I just know there is a choice, and that depending on what I choose, I get a certain die, and the other one has a different one. So I figured it'll be kind of obvious when I get there. But in the meantime, I was like, oh, I need to see if there's a way for me to exit the mission. And I wasn't entirely paying attention to the dialogue, so I went the wrong way, and then it like reset me to a different, not like checkpoint, but it just kind of moved me to where I was supposed to be after it reset the environment. And then aside from that, I've just been continuing forward because it's like, well, if worst case scenario, even though my save is mid-mission, from the instructions I was given, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Yeah, as I get further along over here, the sound of the arrows gets super loud. So that's a little overwhelming. But no, you did not miss too much. I really only just got into the camp and was trying to sneak my way around, but Off made a good point. Pretty sure I was just supposed to kill them on my way through. I was like, I don't know if it'll be a problem if they get alerted to me, like if it'll mission fail. But I realized after she said it that it didn't seem like they were on like scripted rotations like they were in the mission to infiltrate the castle for Castle Shimura. So I was like, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I was just supposed to kill him. So I had snuck through all the way up to about this point. Oh, I can't have you crawling over and revealing yourself to them. Jeez. I hope your toe feels better. I'm in the ladder. There we go. Alright. Oh, he showed up.
Tsushima. No mercy!
Just have to reach the manor house.
Excellent, excellent. I'm honestly surprised that, like, there's so many soldiers that are still just kind of standing around over here. Like, you'd think they'd all have to be involved, right? Gotta get lower so I can get to those guys. I've never done that, but that sounds terrible. we're getting close. They almost got me. I'm so glad you ducked. Clear shot for me, I'll take it. Oh, a lot more people than I thought. I'll just use this now. Don't want to let it go to waste. I'm doing all right. I'm enjoying the blood bloods. I just watched Revenge of the Sith for the 20th anniversary in the theaters. It was pretty solid, enjoyable time. I like that movie a lot. So I think that's the first enemy that's landed a blow on me in this entire mission. No running. Don't run. Nothing over here. It's all good. We'll slip through this partially open gate. Convenient.
All this death. Because you and your uncle would not surrender. I offered you peace, and you chose war. Now, the people of your mainland will suffer. You will never leave this island.
He does have style. That is true.
Vengeance, the petty wish of a child.
I was not expecting this to be right here, right now, though. I gotta say. I kept spamming dodge, so I was figuring that he'd have a multiple unblockable.
Never leave Tsushima.
I can't tell if I'm supposed to fight this like a spear or like a sword. That's my thing. It feels like it's supposed to be a sword. Or a spear, sorry. But when I enter the spear, it's stance. I can't get a stun.
I defeated you before. This will be no different.
You sound afraid.
Okay, but I pressed the button. Okay, here we go. The fake out. Were you expecting it not to be me? What was the shocked expression there? Alright, I'm rebuilding my resolve here.
Finish him off!
Alright. I'm gonna just use this now for free. Which one is attacking first? You? There's the resolve back. Oh, you're here again. I was expecting this to look more like a boss fight. Okay, again, that doesn't seem like you're allowed to actually dodge that move. I just wanted to check to see if there's more.
Cut him down!
Is that actually work against the con? I'm shocked. That was cool. Okay, now it's sword and shield. Excellent, excellent. Did they just kick him off? Force him to fight me? Excuse me, Mr. Khan. I'm gonna go kill your friend here. So that way I can do this again. It's funny you have that, because I do too.
Kill me, and another will come. We will be remembered forever. No, you will be forgotten.
I really did get it easy.
This is yours.
I'm still trying to piece together whether or not that was a sword or a spear. Like what stance I was supposed to use for it. Maybe I was supposed to use brute stance?
The Khan is dead, but his army is still here. Our home won't be safe until we drive them out to sea.
And when they're gone, what happens then?
We start new lives.
I used to know what my new life would be. Now I'm not even sure who I am.
You're a great warrior. A loyal friend.
And a thief.
That's the past. What you become tomorrow is your choice.
Bro, I'm pretty sure it was a spear, but it just... I felt like I wasn't doing that
Can't
much
stay here
stun.
long. My uncle will come looking for us.
No, he won't. After the battle, he sent a messenger.
Did he offer to make peace?
He wants to meet you by the still waters under the red-leafed tree.
Omi Lake. We used to spar there when I was a child.
Want company?
I need to face him alone. He's my only family.
I know.
Am I gonna have to duel my uncle?
It still hurts. Thinking about Taka. The smell of smoke in his hair. His quiet laugh. The hell he'd give me for drinking too much.
I'd prefer you don't tell me. I'm about to find
In
out.
life, he was part of me.
Appreciate it though.
And now... I'm alone.
You're not alone. You have me.
A ghost. You belong to everyone.
Yeah, I feel like... Sorry, I'm blocking the face cam. I feel like that was much, much easier than I was expecting. I didn't even get to use Way of the Flame or Dance of Wrath or anything like that. I really thought I was going to do some real crazy shit, use all the tools at my disposal, but... Nah, that one wasn't too difficult. Which is okay. It was cool. Here we go. Here's the choice. The Tale of Lord Chimera. The Khan is defeated, but I have one last personal matter to deal with. Lord Chimera has asked me to meet him under the red leaf tree by Omi Lake. I need to face him. I won't keep running. Alright. She did... It sounded like she called me for the streets, yeah. Can you make that jump? Yes, you can. Cajun's Blood. Tsushima's Avenging Demon. Okay, this is another broken one. This one's not too bad either. I could probably use this. Ooh, this would look kind of fire with the... Hold on. Hold on. A little more drip time. Yeah! Look, I do like Brutal Bandit with this, but that's just too fitting. It's too good. But it would be so funny if I showed up to this battle wearing the Mongol commander's armor. Okay, a part of me wants to wear the ghost armor for this, but the other part of me wants to show up wearing the Sky Clan armor. However, I also recognize this would look kind of dumb in cutscene. So I'll wear the ghost armor. They did us dirty? How so?
They defeated the Mongol general. Now they have to defeat the Mongol.
Okay. It's a pretty far journey over there. I think I might fast travel to Castle Chimera and then work my way down. Or at least to Kubura Crossing. Kind of liked going through the ridge over here, though. Going through the forest. I don't know. I'll go here. You'll see. Okay. Man. Yeah, the more I use this dapple horse, the more I think I probably should have just chose the white one. If I couldn't pull up on Kage, I should have done... I don't know what I would name them actually, if it would be Nobu or something else. And you know what? I know better than to let that man become some kind of supervillain. Gotta make sure. Yeah, that's not my horse. Are you? You're not my horse. No, you have the wrong saddle. Yeah, he took off. I kicked him to a different zip code. Okay, am I allowed to go through here yet? Or is this gonna be a no? I'm gonna guess this is a no. And if that's the case, I'm not gonna fight against it. I'll just go the other way. Oh wait, can I infiltrate again though? I was able to swim over and infiltrate last time. Bro, we ball. Let's do it. Let me sneak through. Oh, it's not gonna let me. That's okay. That is interesting that there were... Oh, was it just one of the branches that I could have, like, grappled to? That would make sense. I was gonna say that there was something that I could use and now there's not. But if it was a branch, then it would explain why I can't get over there anymore. They probably would have been like, break everything that you could use to infiltrate. I know. But I kind of want to journey over. I don't want to just skip to it, you know? It also had me thinking. I do have plenty of technique points now, and while I haven't unlocked the final ghost thing, which I'm hoping will either happen, like, at the end of this mission, or maybe it's part of Iki Island, I am going to get Wind of Vanity here, because although it's probably a little questionable, I'll also get both of these. Although it's probably a little questionable, I want to see if there are any... other swords that could match my fit a little bit better. But this one's just guiding me to a place I've already been, right? Or is that going further? It's DLC? Okay, that is good to know. Alright, so this does seem to be taking me a little bit further. From from what I can tell. I figured that'd be the case, but
You'll be free soon.
just coincidentally happen to be like in the same direction.
Whole army.
That's Kaze.
I do wonder how far exactly it's gonna take me though. I'm gonna guess somewhere like right here, since I've already been over here. So if that's the case, I'll just travel to that Fox Den.
Faster, Kaze.
Yeah, it's like Skyrim. You complete the Civil War. They still stick around in that one, but as a kid I used to think, but they lost, why can't we just get rid of them? Okay, were you guys being attacked by a siege weapon or something? Why are you all over here?
Thank you, my lord.
Is anyone hurt?
We're fine. Our homes are destroyed, but we have our lives. Please, take anything you find as thanks.
Okay, I must have destroyed a siege weapon. Oh, it's that one up there, and I just never came back. Understood. Okay, if I happen to get like the perfect sword right here, that would be excellent timing, but I'm not really expecting that to be the case. But if I get like a similar looking brown with some orange, or something along those lines, that would be wonderful.
Fight me!
Okay, here you go. If you're not that gone.
Hold still.
Look, bro, I can't do the final mission and not be dripped out the wazoo.
Accept this small gift.
I gotta have my my Balenciaga katana. Oh, you're alive.
Heal.
What? Alright, little detour. Alright, saved them at least. Is there someone that I should be talking to for this, or is this just a random attack? That's a lot of people they've just killed. Yeah, I don't see like a mission start or anything over here, so I'm gonna guess this is just a random encounter. Man, that's rough. I do see there's some interesting climbing holds up here, so maybe I can go around this side of the mountain and see if there's something else that I'm supposed to catch on to. How do you even get up here from there? Okay, I'm not going to interrupt them as they're mourning. Okay, well. Back to what I was doing.
You deserve the best, boy.
There we go. That's what we were hoping to hear. Alright, pal. I see all the birds circling over here on top of this building, which is a little questionable. Oh, but I forget it's not always a shrine. Sometimes it'll lead me to like a bandana or a headband, as they call it. Or like a mask. And here it's a haiku. Right, right. Because that'll give me a headband. Let me grab that leather real quick. Oh, and there's a banner down there too. I'll grab that in a sec as well. Okay, we do a little bit of meditating on the way to his uncle. Reflect on hope. Safety surrendered. Frozen guardian. Endure together. Okay, I'm thinking either Frozen Guardian or Endure Together. A heart refusing to fail. Embrace the welcoming light. Chop wood and carry water. Alright, that's... Okay. I'm kind of thinking we do Frozen Guardian, Embrace the Welcoming Light. But I only have so long that I can go back, so... Overcome the odds. Continue fighting. Stand tall and resist. Don't die? What do you mean by don't die? I guess so. Okay. If I do Frozen Guardian. I like Endure Together with all these last three options. We're gonna do Continue Fighting.
Endure together. embrace the welcoming light. Continue fighting.
Band of Hope. Alright, I cannot lie, I'm not wearing that. Let me go down and get my banner. Oh, and the wind is guiding me to another place now. You know, I actually am glad that they don't just send you on a complete wild goose chase for these things. That they have this feature that will continue to go, like, you'll follow this to find the collectibles. Because if I had beat the game but I decided I wanted to 100% it, and then I have to keep track of everything that I have by, like, navigating my inventory and reading a guide, that would suck. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of that, but knowing that I can, for the most part, find where to go just from this wind guiding me is nice. Okay, this is guiding me, I'm gonna guess past Cedar Temple. I'm gonna be into Cedar Temple. Apparently just into it. I thought I'd already climbed up that, but... it's all pointing, like, straight to the temple, so... yeah, I was almost certain that I had already climbed up this, but... I'll check just in case. I guess I hadn't. Sago Blue Headband. Handcrafted in the northern town of Sago. Famed for its dyes. I guess we get something else from the dye mill. That's good. Alright, well. I gotta say, the soundtrack, I don't think I've acknowledged it before. This is insanely beautiful. That could be in a movie. Okay. It's just... oh, you... okay, I was gonna say, I can pretty easily... sorry, Mr. Monk. I could pretty easily just drop all the way down and catch the last one, but whatever. Ah, see, now it's leading me to a place I haven't been yet. I really need to stop. I need to just face Lord Shimura and accept it. Okay, can you get it down? You sure can. That was a pretty far jump. I'm surprised. Maybe I can't take you up here. So. Look, just let me get to one Pillar of Honor so I can find out whether or not I'll get a sword that I like. And if I don't, then I'll just go on, and if I do, then cool. Like, what are the odds that with all the ones I've collected that don't match this set, that I find another one that doesn't match? Surely, I just need to keep gambling, and then I'll hit it big. Right? Okay, I gotta go the other way. And see, I hadn't gone up here yet, so... I don't know what the top of the mountain's going to have. It seems like a good spot for a pillar. Oh, sure enough. And a bear, apparently. Okay, bear. Yeah, please stay preoccupied. Never mind, horse. Give me a moment. Oh, he's on a horse, though. I guess I'll just go for a chain assassination. If it'll let me. Okay, I hear you, bird. I'm going up. I want to go up this way, though. I want to be able to walk up on it, see what it looks like. I wonder if they have stats. Like, I know some developers can choose, like, what the... Like, Cyberpunk, for example, they have the data on, like, how many people chose each different start, I'm pretty sure. I'm curious if Sucker Punch knows how many people chose Kaze, or Nobu, or whatever the other one was. Okay, I admit. Oh, it's the Tanuki's brush, though. The choice for wild and unpredictable blades. This is the one that matches the Sly Cooper armor and stuff. And it's got the crooked comma. Yeah, it's got the... Yeah. Nice. So this would have gone with the other armor set that I was putting on last stream. Cool. Not at all what I wanted, but... Anyhow, I'm curious what the statistics are for who chose these different names. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll come back. I'll go to one more. Sora, that's what it was, yeah. I'll go to one more, which I'm gonna guess is the one at the tip of the map over here. And then I highly doubt that's a Pillar of Honor. And then I'll go face Lord Chimera. And I'll just fast travel over to White Falls Village and work my way south. So all of this is allied territory. Like I shouldn't fight anybody throughout this entire fort up until like at least here. So by the time that I get here, this is the only time I'll encounter like random things. When I get to Omi Village, at that point we're pretty much in the clear. Shouldn't take that long from there. So I'll be right back. brief update. I almost forgot about doing my laundry, so I'm currently in the process of putting all my stuff in the dryer. About halfway done with that, so the break's taking a couple minutes longer than I thought, but not that much longer. Sorry about the delays. Okay, don't worry, I'm back. Again, I apologize for the wait. Let's get back to it. I did not mean to do that. Getting one target. I forgot that I even unlocked the thing for Wind of Health. Like, I was aware that I unlocked something. I just forgot that I did that. Okay. So this is taking me further north. I don't have any fast travel points up here. It looks like there might be something right around here. And of course, an undiscovered location at this little crossroads. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be. I'll try my best just to follow, like, just the wind itself to get there. I don't want to get overly sidetracked. In fact, I have no idea if there even would be... Oh, hey, bird. I have no idea if there even... I think this is the bird that just led me to the wind here. If there even would be a sword, that would be a better fit for this outfit. Or at least not one that I should have access to yet, but remains to be seen. And apparently, I was supposed to follow a fox up here. He just spawned in. Thank you, buddy. Okay, so yeah, that was a fox. That's a journey for a fox den. That's insane. Okay, is there an easier way for me to get down? The fox goes through here. Understood. Okay. There's a bear over there. There are enemies right here. I'll take care of this as quickly as I possibly can.
You're going to be all right.
No, that guy's still alive. Okay.
I prayed for this.
Find somewhere safe. Be careful.
Please, a token of my gratitude.
Alright. So where would this lead me? Snowlit Peak Shrine Sanctuary of Takemikazuchi, Kami of the Sword. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I won't bother with it right now, but I am curious. You know, I honestly thought this would be another pillar. It's a cool looking bandana though. Alright, I'll do this one while I'm here, and then I guess we'll just go back. We'll use the sword. It's okay. Reflect on strength. Falling forever. Slowly overwhelmed. The final defense. I'm kind of between falling forever and the final defense. It's really going to depend on how the poem like works itself out. Me? Jin? Okay, final defense. Death's call is sharp and biting. The heart races at each sound. The mind recalls the teachings. See, I was thinking that. I kind of like the falling forever thing, but I didn't feel like that's something that would immediately come to mind in this situation. Like after the day after he sieged the camp and killed the Khan. I'm trying to imagine what he'd be thinking about reflecting upon that moment. So I would say if that's the case, then it would be this option. Even though I don't like the way these lines, like, the poem that's developing right now, that I'm selecting, I don't like as much as the ones that I have the options to create. Like, if I did Falling Forever, assuming it's the same next three, which it was in the one time that I found out you could actually restart the haiku, it'd be Falling Forever, and then either a heart races at each sound, or death's call is sharp and biting. But in this case, I think it's either gotta be the mind recalls the teachings, or death's call is sharp and biting. But I'm gonna go with this one. Looking to the end. Fight through the darkness. I yearn for guidance. See, Falling Forever would work well with all three of these. I'll go for it, actually. Even though I think the final defense makes more sense. We'll do Falling Forever and then follow the same path. But I don't like it as much as the mind recalls the teachings, 'cause that has me thinking about Lord Shimura, and I feel like that makes more sense for this situation. See, now that's tough, because I should have chose the heart races at each sound. Yeah, because falling forever, heart races at each sound, I yearn for guidance would be pretty good. But I think I'm going to go back one last time. Final defense, the mind recalls the teachings, looking to the end. That's just me. Think about the steep thing you do. I try to separate myself from the character for the most part. I think the last stream I kind of ended up choosing things that I felt that I related to more, which is also fine. But I remember, maybe this is kind of something weird to bring up, but just kind of like, I don't know, to convey a little bit more of myself out there. I remember growing up as a kid, I would be playing GTA Online with my brother pretty frequently. And anytime that we were talking about what was going on in the game, relating to our characters, I never said, like, I did this, or I put on this. So I would always say, my character. And that was unconscious. I was just doing that, because I'd be like, oh, I was trying to lock onto this person, but my character was turned the wrong way, or my character in this cutscene did something, right? And he was like, I like that anytime you're talking about the game, you say, my character. And he didn't elaborate further, and I was maybe too naive or whatever the situation was. I didn't ask him why he was fond of that, but it had me think about it more, and I was like, actually, I think that is pretty good. The fact that I can kind of choose, do I want to attach this to something like an action of mine or a trait of mine in this current context, or do I want to let this be about something else? So whereas in GTA Online, that's me, that's my character, like I've created them. I also didn't create them to be me though. In this case, Jin is his own person. There's a team of very talented individuals that studied and put a lot of time and effort into creating a character that is Jin. And Jin isn't me, but I still appreciate him for that. So I like to think in these situations, if I could put myself in his shoes, if I could get a look into his mind, what do I think he'd be considering? Which is also like what kind of leads me to wearing what I do in the game, or to doing the quests that I do, is like, what does Jin consider to be a pressing matter? What does Jin consider to be symbolic? Honestly, I don't like the ghost armor as much as I liked Tadayori's armor, because I personally felt an attachment to Tadayori's attire, because it was cool that I found that mythic storyteller and I got the attire of the guy that saved, what was it? It's not, oh, Asimo Bay. The guy that saved Asimo Bay from pirates and smugglers, and then I had to go save Asimo Bay from the Mongol invaders. So to me, that's really cool. I like that. I feel an attachment to that as the image of the hero in the story from my experience. But at the same time, Jin would have an attachment to the ghost armor because it was a gift from Taka, who gave his life to try to be more like Jin. So it's just like these little details that I like to consider in these kinds of situations. I also think, fortunately, I do think that Jin and I align when it comes to some of the dialogue options. There were only a couple instances where I thought Jin probably wouldn't be thinking to say this, but I would want to say this. Like, knowing the two options that I have, I would prefer to say this instead of what aligns with what Jin has expressed in the past. But I usually try to lean towards whatever option feels kindest or most optimistic or hopeful, because I feel like instead of Jin just being this pessimist but still persevering out of this hunger for revenge, he actually recognized that not only did he have to do his best to try to stop the Khan, but that as he grew and developed, he was becoming more likely to be successful. So anytime that someone else expressed doubts in the dialogue, I would always have Jin choose to reassure them, or to, if there was anything dubious about the way they expressed themselves, Jin would be like this voice of guidance in terms of morality. So that way, like with Masako, when she was so consumed by her hatred and her like desperation for revenge, or I guess vengeance, I didn't always choose to support her and say like, yeah, you're right, these people need to pay. It was, you're throwing your life away for this. You're not going to be yourself at the end of this. Because I think that's true, and I think that's what Jin would kind of recognize. My fault. Sorry. I didn't mean to overwhelm. Okay, it's definitely gonna be... I yearn for guidance to be pretty good with Falling Forever, but I like this one more. Right now. I just feel so conflicted. I don't actually have to do this. I could do it now and have it be about Lord Chimera. And about the current situation he's in, preparing to deal with him, which I presume is going to be a fight. Or I can make it about... If I do this now, just considering the current context, I think it would be looking to the end. But if I did this after fighting Lord Chimera, assuming that's what happens, I would do Falling Forever. Was the heart beats at every sound, or the heart races at every sound, something like that, and then I yearn for guidance, because then he would have nobody to keep him on the straight and narrow, except for himself. But I'm gonna commit to looking to the end. This is where I'm at now.
The final defense. The mind recalls the teachings. Looking to the end.
That is a pretty nice looking headband. Alright, well unfortunately, no luck in finding a better fitting sword. Oh wait, Tanuki's brush and Sly Tanuki. So it's like there's two different options. This one being more along the lines of the Sly Cooper stuff, which I think I did have on. But then Tanuki's brush has what looks to be the crooked comma, but I can see that it's different. I guess I see your point, Sword Queen. I do a lot of thinking, if you couldn't tell. I feel like that's, if it's what I have to offer, then it's what I have to offer. That's what I'll put out there. Because I don't know what else I could do to separate my, like, what I have to offer from another, whoever else could be playing the game or sharing this experience publicly. Gosh, oh, because I have to stand up. Right. Oh, I'm full. Okay. Nice. I got my oil. Big. Finally got my arrow back. I think I might. Oh, he has different dialogue now. For the horse, that is. I think I might clear the islands. I mean, I don't know for sure. Do you recommend that I do that? I figured at the very least, I should clear out all of the marked Mongol territory that I have. So that would mean the 3 forts up here. And then I have a couple of things, yeah, down in Izuhara. So I figured I'll do that and like the side quests that I know about, but otherwise, I'm not super worried about 100%ing all of the base game before doing the DLC. I could do what I know about and then do the DLC and then come back for the collectibles if I still feel inclined to continue on. But if there's something that you recommend I take care of beforehand, let me know. Full honesty, I'm looking up sword kits. I want to see if there are any that I like. Or not just that I like, but ones that I'd actually use. Like with this fit. There are a few that I don't have that look great. I just passed Mamushi Venom. It looks like I do have a good amount of these. I will say if there are any others that end up being in Izuhara, I'm not going to bother with getting those right now. And seeing the ones that are available for purchase, I don't see any that I haven't bought that are a better fit. So I guess I'm committing to what I have. Yeah, because as far as these images go, the only one that I can see that I would almost have said works for this is Hijiki in Sunlight, but I know I have that one. I know it doesn't work. But yeah, okay, fair point. That works well for this outfit. I could just throw on, was it Storm of Clan Sakai? And like that's what I'm wearing on my back anyway. But nah. I think it'd be more gratifying to say you cleared all the islands before the DLC. Okay. Understandable. Okay. I gotta deal with this bird. They just don't pay attention to the guy on a horse that the bird would obviously be chirping at. That's true. Oh, they're aggroed onto me now. I did say I would try to avoid these conflicts though, so I'm going to avoid the conflict. Bro, come on. You're ruining my whole flow. Come on. You can go further. You can go further. Come on. Come on. Come over here then. That counted? You're kidding me. Disappointing. I didn't think that little tumble would kill him. Come on, where's it? Oh, there you are.
This is far from over. You sound sure.
Almost died back there. I'm just going out in my boat.
Heard there's a smuggler who's found a safe.
Bastards. Could have been me.
Right, we're making good headway here. Eagle. Actually, that might just be a seagull. It looks like an eagle. But we're by the beach and it was making seagull sounds. What are you leading me to, buddy? Am I failing to see something over here? Like, clearly there's supposed to be some kind of collectible, but there's not. Okay.
Come on!
Standoff. Oh, with you. Okay, I said I wouldn't get distracted though. I mean, this is my home. I gotta clear the place out.
There's an archer!
More than an archer. Can you actually make it down there? Oh, that's on me, bro. I didn't need to make you do all that. I could have walked. Oh, I see him. A little dot over there. But I think I see him. No, maybe not. Nope, it's coming into render now. It's just the post on the boat, it looks like. Alright, light work, no reaction. Give me your supplies.
Good boy. Lord Shimura isn't here.
Yeah, it did
I'll
take
wait for
too
him in
long.
the dark.
That's on me.
Jin,
Uncle.
I wasn't sure you would come.
I wanted to talk with you. If we work together, we can drive off the remaining Mongols. Start rebuilding our home.
That is not your duty. The Shogun has disbanded Clan Sakai. As of today, you are no longer samurai.
I sacrificed everything for my people. And I would do it again.
New samurai are coming to replace those we lost. They will occupy your land and estate.
I have to say goodbye to my home.
Ride with me.
You're kidding me? I'm actually dumbfounded. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised, but I was not expecting that.
Will you remain in Chito of Tsushima?
Yes. The Shogun asked me to train his warriors to fight the Mongols.
Real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Uncle. Now up on my proper sword. Does it actually say that I'm wearing... Okay, it doesn't say that I'm wearing the Ronin attire, but... I mean, it is... Sorry, it does, but... It doesn't look like it's going to pair whatever I select with it. But I can fix it later. It's okay. Also, let me make sure... I need to check to see where the saves are. Because that one's a while ago, but it is there. So if I mess this up, I can go back about 20 minutes. And then all I'll be missing out on, I think, is the haiku. So that's the one I'm relying on, is backup 00. Because I forgot to manually save again.
They won't give up until they've conquered all of Japan.
I will spend what years I have left ensuring they fail. A task I hoped we would face together, as father and son.
You can still remarry, start a new family.
Yes, I suppose I can.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Here, let us help you.
Do not trouble yourselves, my lord.
Nonsense.
You can't do it alone.
You are much too kind. The mud is thicker than it looks.
That's a heavy load. Where are you headed?
Jogaku. The Ghost Army is up there.
He has an army.
You didn't hear? They'll sail for the Mongol steppes with a storm at their back. Burn their homes to the ground.
An impressive goal.
This is everything I can offer them. I hope it helps.
Then we will see you on your way.
Thank you, my lord.
Jogaku is many miles from here. Keep away from the mud and the Mongols.
I will.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Not here. Follow me.
I don't have an army.
Every day, more people flock to your cause. The Shogun is concerned. I am concerned.
You have nothing to fear.
When the new clans arrive, will people bow to their samurai? Or betray them in the name of the ghost?
I won't let them do that. They'll listen to me.
You openly defied me, Jin. My most trusted warrior. You taught our people to disobey their leaders. What makes you think your followers will obey you? That's enough riding. Walk with me, Jin.
As you wish.
You know, when the bird led me over here, I did think maybe that something will be here post-campaign.
My
Yeah.
family's cemetery.
The resting place of 7 generations of Sakai, including your mother.
That is insane.
We must pay our respects.
7 generations. All... I don't want to say they end here because of what Jin did. But... yeah, he won't be able to come back. The clan, the name is over.
I will miss this.
So will I. The Shogun has declared you a traitor.
Here we go.
He ordered you to kill me.
The ghost was an outlaw. He taught our people to defy their leaders.
To defend themselves.
With poison, a gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor.
And you are a slave to it.
You are my son. Now I must continue the line of Shimura without you. I must start a new family.
And my head is the cost.
Taking it is my punishment. Our final day together. It is beautiful. It's time. Write the last words of Clan Sakai.
And Clan Shimura.
Another haiku, okay. Reflect on loss. Eyes that saw my pain. Hands that shaped the world. Strength in every step. A fate neither of us want. Destiny divides our souls. A bond broken forever. This is where we part. I fight without hope. That's the one.
Eyes that saw my pain. Destiny divides our souls. Will death redeem us?
Your parents will always be with you.
Yes, Uncle.
I will train you to become the strongest warrior Clan Sakai has ever known. I will raise you as my own son. Are you ready?
I am ready. I don't want to hurt you.
Man, those thrusts hurt.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse.
I can't fear the Shogun. You want revenge for my failure. This is not my revenge. It is my punishment. death.
Here we go. Okay, the option I don't want is to kill him, so I'm going to do it. Because I'm going to try to spare him later. Ooh, that's interesting. The way it leans to either side.
I will make sure you are remembered as a great warrior, a wise leader, and a father.
Thank you, son. Find me in the next life.
I will.
Okay. It does not let me restart. That was phenomenal. That was excellent. And the artwork for all of this, the music, the world building, it's so impressive. I do want to let the credits play out because they deserve it. Yeah, right? That was revenge for Kage. Yeah, I'm really excited for the next one, and I'm very happy to continue going forward. It's gonna be weird because it's been so long since I've played a single-player story-based game. So the last DLCs that I remember playing for a single-player game are probably the Skyrim DLCs, and I didn't play Dragonborn. I just did Dawnguard and Hearthfire, a little bit of Hearthfire. So it feels so weird to think that, like, Skyrim maybe is a little different because the DLCs, they never really have me questioning how is this gonna one up the main campaign, because I don't think that would be the case. But yeah, like, how do you follow up the story that they just told in the same setting, in the same game, with the same character? It's just so tough extending that. Because honestly, the way it went, I could have seen this going either way and being an excellent story. Either... Remember the fallen souls of Gilgalad in the Battle of Tsushima. Yeah, either... Sorry, not to immediately just continue on from there, but... yeah, if either Jin was killed by Lord Chimera, like, that's a good... I mean, it's not a happy ending for Jin by any means, but it's a reasonable ending in a historical sense for Clan Sakai. And it's unfortunate that Lord Chimera was willing to do it and that he was told to, but I can recognize the implications that it would leave for the generations to come of the necessity for honor and the sacrifices that it takes to have it. It would make for another just excellent story all those years down the line. And I don't think there is a... Whatever the case is, like, whichever one of them dies, I think that is the best way for them to ensure that their lives are remembered with honor. Because I can almost guarantee that, as Jin said, he will share tales of Lord Chimera, remembering him in all of the fondest ways. And I would like to think that Lord Chimera, while feeling the necessity to note that Jin was, quote, a traitor or an outlaw, that he sympathizes and that Jin was also his son. I don't think he's going to convey it as if he's a bad person, but just as someone that deviated from the code of the samurai. So people would know all those years later why they managed to win in this battle. And they would give honor to Jin for that, but also recognize that there was a necessity for him to give his life. So I think no matter what, both of them having that, like, either one of them having that tragic ending, it is somewhat shared. But no matter who dies, it's hard to imagine they aren't remembered fondly. So all that is to say, I could have seen a situation where, although it would be disappointing for the player, if this were not an open world game, I could see it being reasonable that Jin dies, and no DLC, that's it. That's the end of Ghost of Tsushima, that's the end of the story. That's full game over. And that would be incredible. I would still really like it. As long as they do the death reasonably, right? But I'm also not upset about having killed Lord Chimera. So, like, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm curious to see what the vibe of Iki Island's going to be and how it's going to follow up on this. But this, as a concise campaign storyline, a tale of Jin's growth into the Ghost of Tsushima and his conflict with the people that he knows and has grown up with, as well as the people that he's met along the way, phenomenal. Do I think after the credits I can load back? I'm hoping I can. my friend told me that you have to reset, like you pause and you choose to go back to the last checkpoint or something along those lines. So that way it saves the choice that you made. But in fact, can I pause the credits? Because it said escape to skip. Okay, so I can pause that. That's right, I did pause earlier. Well, now that I've seen it, let me look it up. Okay. Yes. So after I get transported, after the credits end, then I can do it. Okay. I didn't want to read too much further because there's a little bit more for the after, or for the epilogue, but it says yes. And I did not get much of the epilogue spoiled, which is good for me. I don't remember what game it was, but I did play a game that let you, like, fast forward the credits. I wonder, I think it'd be nice if I could do that here. Because I don't, now that I've gone through so many, I don't want to cut anybody off. But, oh, we're basically at the end. Okay. Also, I don't know how it looks for you guys, but in 180 FPS, this, like, scan upward, it's legible, but, like, it's jumpy. I don't know if that's a thing with my monitor. It happens on my TV, too. But, yeah, I've noticed that, like, sometimes motion just feels so jagged to me. Original partners, God of War, the first Hunter prologue. I noticed there was only one QA tester. That's gotta be crazy. I guess to an extent, as long as he's 100% of the game, then you should be, in general, pretty covered. And then, of course, there's always, like, nowadays, the day one patch or the patch that comes out a month after the release that fixes all the major bugs. But I suppose that would be the priorities. Just make sure that you can play through all the campaign and then make sure that you can do the side quests. As long as they all work without any scripting breaking, then you're good. But if I had to think about making sure that all of the collectibles are able to be gathered, and, like, for example, I encountered a bug with A Family's Escape, which is one of the just side stories that you read about through the collectibles that you gather. And for me, it always said that there was one more to get, but I was missing the middle tail. So it kept telling me that there was something new, but I didn't have it. I don't know if I can still go out to find it and if that'll fix it, but, like, little things like that, I imagine it'd be really difficult to find just one person. Okay, there's a lot more QA here, though. Oh, that's weird. If I squint, the motion's fine again, but my eyes open, it's like, it's rough. I wonder if it's the lights. I don't know. On the other monitor too, watching it on my stream, it looks less, I don't know, troublesome to read. And there we go. That's it. Okay, do nothing. And we're back. Now, let me look this up again. because I closed it. These instructions say immediately abandon the mission. Okay, everybody's saying the word abandon. Okay, everybody's words are abandon. So I'm gonna let it go. But I'm not seeing an abandon thing here. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep checking. So I got my die. It's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty nice.
Fallen at my family cemetery. Beautiful. Even in death. Taka's trial run, before he made my grappling hook. He didn't want to disappoint me. And he never did.
I'm guessing this is Kinjisaka. I think I had tried to inspect it too early. Paper samurai?
The twin mountains of Clan Sakai. I won't let my family fade from memory.
Says the option to abandon is in your journal. Oh, you're right. Okay. Thank you. So if I hold R, or if I press R, I can abandon it. Good, good. Excellent. Thank you, love. So now I have the one die, and I'm... Yep, right outside of the lake. Cool. Okay. Does it show that I'm wearing the die? It does. Does. That's cool as fuck, actually. That that looks really good. Oh, and it did actually put on the Storm of Clan Sakai as my blade. That's okay. Yeah, it looks excellent with the Righteous Punishment. Can that go on any armor? I don't think so. I think it's specifically ghost armor.
Isn't here.
But I'll check.
I'll wait for
Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this again, but I'll skip through the credits this time since I've already seen them. In fact, I'll kind of speed through a lot of it. I should have left my face cam on for the ending cutscene, for the duel and everything, because I knew I was gonna have to go through all of it again. I guess I didn't know I'd have to go through all of this. But by the time that I got into that cutscene, I figured, okay, now once I made my choice, I'll see this again. So it would have been nice to have the initial reaction to that scene. But it's whatever. Deed is done.
Jin.
Uncle.
I wasn't sure you would come.
I wanted to talk with you. If we work together, we can drive off the remaining Mongols. Start rebuilding our home.
That is not your duty.
His sword's really cool. Also,
the Shogun has disbanded Clan Sakai.
That's an interesting point. What if Jin hadn't come?
You are no longer
I guess he would have tried to find him eventually. Shimura, that is. Would hunted him
sacrificed
eventually.
everything for my people. And I would do it again.
New samurai are coming to replace those we lost. They will occupy your land and estate.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane, though.
Back to my home.
Like, I understand where the Shogun is coming from. That
Ride with me.
after everybody knows what Jin did, they can't just have his family's legacy continue forward and allow them to continue to be honored and have people look up to them. But at the same time, like, you can't just say that because of the 7 generations of Clan Sakai that came before, that it'll just remain either untouched or like government property. It'll be inhabited by this could be the Shogun's like summer house or whatever.
The Shogun asked me to train his warriors to fight the Mongols.
Good.
A territory for him to
They've conquered all of
return to
Japan.
anytime he has
I
to
will
visit
spend
Tsushima
what
himself,
years I have left ensuring they fail.
or send anybody that he'd like to
Task I
send.
hoped we would face together as father and son.
You can still remarry, start a new family.
Yes, I suppose I can. Looks like he could use a push.
Here, let us help you.
Do not trouble yourselves, my lord.
Nonsense.
You can't do it alone.
Yeah, I mean,
You are much too kind. The mud is thicker than it looks.
That's a heavy load.
fair enough.
Where are you headed?
Jogaku. The ghost army is up there.
He has an
I guess at the same time, like,
They'll sail for
with
the
all the
Mongol
different
steppes
clans,
with a
what does
sword
the
in
Shogun
hand.
care about
Burn their
one
homes to the
individual
ground.
one?
An impressive goal.
This is
Especially when it's one
everything I
that's
can
like
offer them.
connected to Lord Shimura,
See
or
you on
to,
your way.
to Clan Shimura, which already has its own castle, and clearly has some significance and connections to the Shogun, whereas like Sakai is mostly just it seems that it's basically like a sub-clan that's like pretty much focused in Tsushima.
Thank you, my lord.
Jogaku is many miles from here. Keep away from the
Oh, you know what? I
Mongols
completely forgot about that.
and the Mongols.
I will.
But still, I mean,
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Not here.
you know, if you ever had to send a messenger or a group of samurai temporarily, like he had to for this battle, he could have been like, okay, for a while you get
I
to
don't have an army.
live in
Every
Omi
day,
village.
more people flock to your cause. The Shogun is concerned. I am concerned.
You have nothing to fear.
When the new clans arrive, will people bow to their samurai? Or betray them in the name of the ghost?
I won't let them do that. They'll listen to me.
You openly defied me, Jin. My most trusted warrior. You taught our people to disobey their leaders. What makes you think your followers will obey you?
Yeah, and reading, I did read the chat earlier saying that he makes a very good point, and that's true.
That's enough riding.
The fact that Jin
Walk with me, Jin.
betrayed
As you
him,
wish.
it sets a precedent.
My family's cemetery.
The resting place of 7 generations of Sakai, including your mother.
And my father.
We must pay our respects.
Yeah, I felt that way too. I'm really surprised that Jin, especially in like that, it gives you the option to kill him. That Jin is so forgiving of that. I understand to an extent that it's well established that Lord Shimura is like this, and Jin knows that. And again, like you said, it was a good line that Jin says, "You are a slave to your honor." But you'd think he'd have a little more malice, just out of the principle of the matter. Like, yeah,
I
well,
will miss this.
just so willing to kill your son, crazy.
He ordered you to kill me.
The ghost was an outlaw. He taught our people to defy their leaders.
To defend themselves.
With poison.
To be fair, though, Jin did pull the first
I had to
punch.
stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
When Lord Shimura tried to get him to denounce the ghost and be his son, Jin did say no. Well, yeah, because
You are my son.
the punishment for Lord Shimura is the fact he doesn't want to do this.
Now I must continue.
But he's
the line of
far too
Shimura without
attached
you.
to like heritage
I
and
must stop
honor
your
and
family,
the clan,
And my head
his
is the
title,
cost.
to realize that he shouldn't do this.
Taking it is my punishment.
It is a completely flawed sentiment, because that should... Your priority in that case should be preserving the life of your loved one.
Our final day
In this specific predicament, and in a lot of situations similar to this, I would say. But considering all the context, it's quite clear that I think most people would say that Lord Shimura is making the wrong call by being willing to kill Jin, but I'm glad that he's not doing it with hatred.
It's time. Write the last words of Clan Sakai.
And Clan Shimura.
I do see your point somewhat off, but at the same time, I think the fact that they showed up for the final battle kind of saves him from that fate. Like, he did manage to... Well, I guess... I don't know. If that were the case, I think the Shogun would have been less helpful or friendly, I guess? I don't know. Less of an ally to Lord Shimura when he put out the call for reinforcements in Act 2. If you're like, no, you got captured and lost the battle at Komoda and all these clans are devastated because of it, this is your end, brother. Do it. Like, I could see that being true, but because he got to continue on and they, of course, defeated the Khan and his army at Port Izumi, I think it's like, oh, well, you redeemed yourself. You don't need to end your life. Okay, so I don't know what I want to choose here. The first time I chose Eyes That Saw My Pain, because in my head I'm thinking, if this is Jin's last message for Clan Sakai, if this is what's to be remembered in history as the last thing ever written by a member of Clan Sakai, I would think Jin wants to put out there why, like what he was facing in some at least subtle way. So that way anybody that doesn't know about their relationship would read Eyes That Saw My Pain and know that there was a sense of shared sympathy, or like this mutual sense of pain. And then the remaining lines, which I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it was something along the lines of like fate, a fate neither of us wants, which I didn't choose. I chose Destiny Divides Our Souls. But I guess if I went with Eyes That Saw My Pain, I would do Eyes That Saw My Pain, a fate neither of us want, and it's something along the lines of like, will death absolve us? But then separating it from Jin's situation, speaking strictly of the clans as a whole, I would say Hands That Shaped the World, Destiny Divides Our Souls, Will Death Absolve Us? Which again, I don't think it's Will Death Absolve Us, but I don't know which one I want to stick with. If there's a samurai under the leader that started rebelling and caused dishonor, then the leader commits seppuku. Yeah. I guess that is true. You know what, though? It might be that the punishment for Jin is twofold. That actually, maybe the redemption that Lord Shimura gets in the eyes of the Shogun isn't having sieged the Khan's army and achieved victory. It's you don't have to kill yourself if you kill the man that betrayed you. So then you get to continue your bloodline or your clan name. That's tough. That's tough. Will death redeem us? That's what it is. Eyes that saw my pain. A fate neither of us want. Will death redeem us? Okay, yeah, if I think about it strictly from perspective of someone writing about the end of the clans, or at least the clans as they existed for the past 7 generations or so, it would have been hands that shaped the world, destiny divides our souls, this is where we part. Because it could be interpreted as this is where we part, like as we were from the world. Even if Clan Shimura does get to continue, it's not going to be the same as it would have been had things gone to the ideal of Jin and Lord Shimura. But speaking strictly from Jin's experiences and applying this to his current situation, I think eyes that saw my pain, a fate neither of us want, will death redeem us. It does kind of speak more to just what he's facing solely. So if anybody were to read and to wonder what was the end of Clan Sakai, it wasn't that they were destroyed or betrayed or usurped like a lot of other clans. It wasn't that they slowly died out. It was that two clans very closely connected, two people very closely connected, put in the very difficult situation and made choices that each other disagreed with, and as a result, neither of them are happy about it, neither of them wanted this outcome, but this is what happens. So following the path that I've already decided, this is what I'm choosing, but I want to put my thought process out there.
Eyes that saw my pain. A fate
47
neither of us
Ronin?
want.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I know my parents own it, I think. But I'd be interested in checking that out. I didn't know it was true.
Your parents will always be with you.
Yes, Uncle.
I was interested, thinking, okay, so clearly Jin's wearing black here, and Lord Shimura's wearing white. I was like, why would killing Lord Shimura give you the white dye? But I think I recognize it's because you fulfilled his wish in that moment.
My own son.
You aligned with
Are you ready?
him in his final moments. But if you spare him, that's what Jin would want to do, I would think. He doesn't want either of them to have to kill each other.
Ready.
And he's very committed to saving lives, regardless of honor or tradition. So I guess following that path, he would spare him, and I suppose that would result in getting the black dye. Let's see how I fare in the duel this time around.
Let me go in peace.
Man, that thrust is tough. That swipe too.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal. Killing me will only make them worse. Let me go in peace. You want revenge? Failure. This is not my revenge. It is my punishment.
Rough. I have no resolve anymore, so I need to clutch up here. Oh, that took my resolve too. He won. That's GG's. Over. Game over. Jin lost.
I don't want to hurt you.
Having to earn the resolve back is tough. Okay, but if I'm smart about this, I can just kind of farm it.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal. Killing me will only make them worse. I don't want to hurt you.
Alright, give me a parryable. There we go. Give me another parryable. That's not parryable. Tough.
Why did you turn away?
That's what I was thinking of. I didn't die on purpose by any means. I just got cooked, but I was curious if they'd have made something for it. Alright, I need you to... Yep, thank you. Alright, a little bit less of that, please. Another parryable. Thank you. And again. Thank you. And again. That's not what I wanted.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal. Killing me will only make them worse. I can't fail the Shogun.
It doesn't let me dodge that. Again, the third one, it just never lets me dodge. wonder if I'm supposed to dodge roll after this first attack. I'm gonna try it. Nope. Okay. Maybe I'm just not timing it right. There we go. I kind of wanted to end it on a perfect parry, but so be it.
Honor me with a warrior's death.
Alright, we're gonna spare him now.
I have no honor.
But I will not kill my family.
The ghost will be hunted for the rest of his days.
I know.
Okay, so vibes-wise, I actually liked the other ending more. Killing Lord Chimera, it felt... I don't know, like a very fitting end for him. But I don't want to kill Lord Chimera, and I don't think Jin would want to either. Maybe I'm projecting too much of my own opinion onto him there. I don't know. Alright. I have to wait until it gives me the option to skip. At least I thought it was... Yeah, I thought it was escape, but I think I have to wait through all of this until I can do it. But yeah, once again, absolutely incredible game. Regardless of... If I had just chose one ending and only saw that one through, I think either way I would have been happy. not happy with... Wait. Can I, though? Can I skip the credits? Okay, I'm holding it now. It literally said press escape, and now it's not letting me. Wait, is it actually like... It's space. It's orange? If he spares him, he becomes orange. I might say fuck it and go back and kill him. Yeah, it's excellent that I got both. Orange? Look, I guess this one's already too dark for there to be a new one that's black, but like... I didn't expect it to be this much orange. I saw that it's there. And I was like, okay, surely it's like a black and red, something like that. Right? Look, the cape is red. I would call the mask pretty red. What a look. Okay. Man, that's crazy. The ending I wanted. But it made me so disappointed. What is one of my worst and most hated? I'm not the biggest proponent of it. Like, I don't think it's always bad. Take Gosaku's armor, for example. It's not my favorite thing, but I think that is an appealing looking orange. It makes me think of oranges, the fruit, and the coastline. Sunsets, sunrises actually even more. It's like, it's a pleasant orange. Weaved in well with the gold accents and black underlay. It also kind of makes me think it's pretty close to Halloween, but we're not quite there. But this is like rust. Like, this is like a rust orange. I do wish Eli were still awake, because now I want to ask him, what would you have chosen? Like, but actually, first time around, what did you choose? I'll thug it out with my orange for a little bit. That's the ending that I would have gone for. Is that a car? Why does he have a car? That's the ending I would have gone for if I had not known about the cheese. I even acknowledged that before I chose to spare him, or just to kill him. I was like, oh, okay, that's the one I don't want to do. But yeah, no, having played both of them, I like the other ending more. It just feels more resolute, I guess, or it feels like more of a resolution. I'm really curious about this car.
Lady Masako lost everything and everyone.
You don't see the car?
If she can keep moving forward,
down by his legs?
So can I.
Or by the katana? Like, that's a car. Oh, is that the axe from God of War? That's Ratchet! Wait a minute. This is Shadow of the Colossus. It's not a samurai. That's... Is it Are these all PlayStation exclusives? This is Shadow of the Colossus, Gran Turismo, Ratchet and Clank. I recognize this from something. This person with the sunglasses and the pointed head with the ball on top. And then there's the axe from, I'm guessing, God of War. I don't know what the Spartan helmet is. Like, this, I'm guessing all of this. Actually, yeah, there's the paint over his eye. So this is all God of War. What's this down here? It's like there's an L type of thing, but that looks like a baseball bat down there. So I don't know what that would be. And then there's a guitar. And then I don't know what the deer thing is. Oh, is that one of the things from Horizon? It's a Lightning McQueen? Maybe. That very well could be Ares. I mean, I think Ares is significant in God of War. But... Oh, and there's a little bicycle. Or motorcycle or something. Huh. I do know in the DLC there's a dive for collect climber that's cool, actually. See, that might be more appealing than the orange. Maybe not as fitting for the game, but... Let me gather these singing crickets.
How long did it take Yuna to make this?
Oh, it's not a singing cricket.
I owe her everything. She's the one giving me gifts.
Alright, let me go back. Let me keep exploring.
The twin mountains of Clan Sagai. I won't let my family fade from memory.
Oh, he's got a set of the ghost armor here too. And then a third one unoccupied. Interesting.
I lived under these banners most of my life.
I wonder if I had inspected more before resetting, if he would have had something else to say about that. Because the other one hasn't changed. But... Yeah, and these are some of the other clans.
Fallen at my family cemetery. Beautiful. Even in death.
Yeah, see that line... Knowing that that line's in both endings, I still think it fits better if he kills Lord Shimura.
Taka's trial run.
I'm not unhappy that I saved him, but... I don't know.
Disappoint me. And he never did. I used to think I only needed a horse, a bow, and my katana.
Oh, these are the black powder bombs in the kunai. Understood.
Kenji's best. Or so he tells me. I'll have to share it soon.
Okay, can I inspect the sword? No.
You should be here, Rizzo. Trading stories, getting drunk. Smells almost sweet, but it's as deadly as any blade.
Oh.
You were faithful to the end, Kage. Yuna's knife. The blade's dull. Can't believe it's still in one piece.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. I mean, I think Jin reasonably would still have wanted Ryuzo to be a better person and be his friend still, but... Oh, there's a bird up there. You got a bird cage. But yeah, no, after everything, What Ryuzu did. Irredeemable.
For most of my life, I dreamed of being your son.
Oh, it's the adoption paper? That's crazy.
Norio promised he'd teach me to play the Horagai, so we can signal each other across the island.
Cross the island? That's pretty impressive.
Yuriko helped me pick these for my mother. I can't believe she kept them all these years. First the Mongols, now the Shogun. Never imagined I'd be so popular. Tomoe didn't need this anymore. I hope she found what she was seeking. Jin Sakai is hereby an official student of Sensei Sadanobu Ishikawa. What have I gotten myself into?
Okay. Anything else before the armor? I think that one probably should have been the last one that I inspect, because that'd be a good note to walk out of the house on. Re-enter the world that's hunting him down. I think that's it. I had everything other than the armor. Okay.
Hope you find peace, Uncle.
So now I'm curious what the third one's gonna be. But yeah, I think with everything he's said, it sounds like the canon choice is killing him. Okay, where am I? I'm very curious.
Jin, I like your new home. It suits you.
It will have to do, now that Clan Sakai is gone. And I've been branded a traitor.
I get to like rebuild it.
Your uncle. Will he come for us?
I don't think so. But sooner or later, someone will.
What matters is you're alive. You defeated Khotun Khan and left the Mongols without a leader. The mainland is safe.
But our home isn't. The Khan's forces are stuck here, more desperate than ever to conquer our island.
Then we'd better keep fighting. Just don't forget. Tsushima needs you.
I'll never forget that.
Good. We'll cover more ground if we split up.
Hit the Mongols from all sides. Take back our home.
Goodbye, Jin. And take care of yourself.
I will. You too, Yuna.
Tradition's end. I wonder, is that just the act that I'm in? New game plus unlocked, let's go! Liberate Tsushima from Mongol presence. Oh, that's neat. You can replay the duels? That's so cool, actually. I do think it'd be nice if I could do New Game Plus without having to start from the beginning. Like, if I could have a list of all the missions and then do them. Like, and as long as I do them second time around, make other choices and whatnot. But I guess I don't hate having to redo this game. I mean, I've replayed Oblivion like 2 or 3 times. I only beat it once, but played through it a good amount, several occasions. You ship Yuna and Jin. It kind of sounded like things were leaning in that direction after their... at first, when they were drinking in Yarikawa, I was like, okay, maybe. And then... yeah, then all the things they were saying just the last couple missions was like, maybe. So I'm interested in seeing what this place is called now. Oh, it's called Tradition's End. Interesting. Oh, this is literally just outside of Mount Omi? I really would have thought this would have been somewhere much further away. Oh. We're just behind... I see. See, I barely explored up here when I first came to this area. I'm surprised it doesn't mark the... Am I thinking of the wrong place? I must... No, I'm not. Yeah, this is... Okay, that's the monastery, yeah. So I just didn't explore around here all that often. Or all that much when I first came through here. I wonder if I could have found this building, obviously without any of the stuff in it, my first go around. Because this place seems really secluded, and I bet I would have been like, oh, that's an interesting spot. I wonder what the deal is with that burned out building that's in the middle of this grove. It's just behind the monastery, it's kind of risky. That is what I was thinking, like, the fact that he's still in the same region as his own village, like, he's just a little bit to the southwest. And like you said, just behind the monastery, like, surely at some point a monk decides to travel a different path, and it's like, oh, hey, someone's living here. And they have a bunch of samurai stuff. Huh. I hope eventually I can, like, repair the house. If I can't, it wouldn't surprise me. But...
Quickly, Kaze!
Okay, well, with the way that Jin honors Kage, I'm a little... The blow of being stuck with Kaze is softened a little bit. But I still wish I would have gotten Kage his saddle, man. I was so confident that either there'd be somebody else providing saddles nearby, or that I'd have the ability to go back on Kage after all of it was said and done. That's so unfortunate. Alright. Well, I have plenty of stuff that I can still do. As I said, I have these villages to liberate. I have more collectibles to gather. I have the DLC, of course. I have to go back down and get my saddles. I can upgrade my sword for the final time. So there is plenty. Such an unfortunate ending. Not like it was bad, but like, I don't work early, but I do work tomorrow, so I'm not gonna keep going, but man, it's just sad. Good ending, sad, bittersweet. Bittersweet at best, I would say. Yeah, now that I'm here, I kind of wish I would have chosen the white horse. It'd pair very well with the white clothes. And I guess it's a fair point. I did read a comment from somebody, because I looked up, like, how the horses work, or the choices of horses work. If you choose the deluxe one, do you not have the option to choose it the second go around in the campaign? People say you just get it both times, but yeah, I mean, someone else was like, yeah, I chose the white horse. I think it might have been Eli, actually, said I chose the white horse because it represents death. Might have been you off, I don't remember exactly. I remember you said it's more poetic, but I wasn't really thinking about it. But now I'm like, yeah. But getting the white outfit for killing Lord Chimera, Yeah, I feel like the white horse would pair well. Makes sense. I guess it's good that Jin does get to live on, and you know, surely there'll continue to be tales of him after the end of Clan Sakai. So if anybody does find a record, like, obviously this is all fictional, so I'm thinking way too into it. But like, I think of a world like 200, 300 years in the future where people get to read all these records and study the history if they're interested or fascinated by the clans at the time. And someone hopefully would be studious enough to find out that, like, oh, Clan Sakai ended because of Jin Sakai becoming the ghost of Tsushima, the ghost of legend, but maybe they'll find something and be like, oh, actually, his territory was taken over, but he's not far. He stayed nearby and got to watch over his home. One thing I will do, though, I'll quickly make a journey back to the home, back to the cemetery, because there was that golden bird that went there, but there was nothing to get. So I'm thinking there'll be something there now. Now I will ask, what time is it over here? It is currently 4 a.m., almost 5 for me. I was gonna say, I will ask, when I ran past the area where you can start the Iki Island quest, Yuna rolled up. Which I guess makes sense, considering she could have come up either before beating the game or after. But do I get to see any of the old allies at any point again? Like, do I get to stumble across them, or are they in a mission? Do I ever get to see Yuna or Kenji or Ishikawa or Masako, or are they just gone? No? Man. Such a lonely, depressing life now. It's just Jin and his horse. Be done. I think that depends on how you look at it, because I think Jin... I myself would like to believe that Jin recognizes or finds a sense of confidence in the choices he's made, and doesn't necessarily feel like he's falling or descending, or like there's some kind of persistent negative to this, which, like, obviously there's going to be a lasting detriment, but not that it's a constant decline. I would think Jin recognizes that his life has been permanently altered, but necessary sacrifice, so he doesn't hopefully feel like he's falling. Well, that's just me. Alright, I'm a farmer's elf here. I guess I could have just done a standoff and that would have farmed himself faster. Give me a little more.
Please save me!
You'll be free soon.
Finally. Thank you, my lord.
Go. Be well.
My lord, this is for you.
I'm never leaving my family's side again.
Alright, brother, rub it in. Dickhead. Fucking thanks for that. It'd be nice if Jin could at least kick it with, oh, I'm here. It'd be nice if Jin could at least kick it with Ishikawa, yeah, considering that Tomoe, situation with Tomoe didn't work out. Okay, why did the bird lead me here? It doesn't look like I can actually get anything. I know he wasn't, like, happy with Jin not being a prodigy, but at least that would let his family continue. Yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to gather something here, because the bird led me over here, but there's nothing. Oh, I can replay. Wait a minute. I guess it's not going to be bound to the story, though. Or to the decision I made. I was going to say I could replay that duel.
Someday we'll go for a peaceful ride.
I'm going to look that up. Sakai Cemetery Golden Bird. One of the golden songbirds keeps leaving the graveyard near Omi Village in Toyotama, where Jin's father is buried. I felt like I run around the whole graveyard, but I can't find where it wants me to. Any feedback would be appreciated. Put on traveler's armor, bow to special tombs, and look for the headband. Ah. You know, I completely forgot that I could go... That would be considered like a special thing. I saw a sign somewhere else. It's like, oh, I could bow to that and it'll do something. Yeah, the leaves swirl me now. Okay, but if I do put on the traveler's attire, will it lead me to something? It looks like a no. What am I hearing? I'm hearing a weird noise. Alright, well. I guess this is where we'll end off. That's the game. Excellent. I'll keep playing more. I look forward to it. It might not be as frequent as it has been lately. But I still plan to. I think it would be good for me to keep playing it pretty regularly until I reach a point of satisfaction. At least finishing the side quests that I have left, the camps and the DLC. I'm not really that like dead set on 100%ing the game and collecting every possible thing, but I do know that there are rewards for doing so, and I enjoy the game and the environment enough to want to do that. At least as it currently stands. I don't know if I'll get tired of it, because, I mean, admittedly, with the frequency of encounters along the road, encountering that many enemies, it does get a little draining when a lot of times I do just want to get from point A to point B. I'm okay with the occasional battle. If there weren't one, then it'd be kind of boring, right? And where else are you going to find it if you cleared all the camps? But, they are a little too frequent for my taste. But everything else with the game, I love. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised, and I'm glad to know that a studio managed to put out a masterpiece like this that somehow flew under my radar. It kind of gives me a lot of hope that, like, with me not being necessarily tuned into the gaming sphere, I can find something, some more masterpieces. So, thank you again, Offrey, for buying this for me for Christmas. It's been an excellent experience, and thank you to everybody who joined in so far. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And a part of me doesn't want to save over this because I'm like, well, what if I want to go back and change my answer to those haikus? So I'm going to play it smart. I'm going to make a new save slot. Because so far I haven't done too much to branch off for this, so I could always leave that northern haiku that I did and save that for after, which I did consider. Because it's like, man, that would be quite the place to revisit the northern coast. That, for certain reasons, that is, that hits for me. I like that. I like that symbology, I guess. But anyhow. Yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Hope you've enjoyed, and I hope there'll be more to enjoy in the near future. Wish you all the best. Good luck with everything going on. Appreciate all of you. Love you. The good stuff. Hopefully I'll see you around again soon. Peace. Thank you again, everybody. Have a good one. Take care. Very much appreciated. Much love.